Hey everybody, this is going to be a review and test of the HO scale Bowser Executive Line GMD SD40-2. The model we'll be looking at today came factory equipped with DCC and ESU LokSound. It's in the Canadian Pacific as delivered paint scheme with a small Multimark and ditch lights. So the first thing we'll look at is what's included in the box with the model. It comes with a user manual with a decoder, as well as a small parts baggie. These are the additional detail parts that come included with the model. So included in the bag, it looks like we got a bunch of see-through bearing caps. I'll provide a link to West Coast Rail's video. He shows a very knowledgeable guy on the SD40-2 and he shows you how to swap these out. Looks like maybe these are a speed recorder. Not 100% sure though. Got a broom, and I'm not sure what these are, but you get two of them. So that's a nice little touch from Bowser, additional detail parts in case you want to make your model even more accurate. Alright, now that we've seen what's included in the box with the model, let's take a look at some of the detail on this CP SD40-2. This platform on the back actually drops down as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, as we have a look at some of the side details on this model, we'll also have a listen to the sound and test its slow speed at 1 speed step. Alright, we'll get the weigh scale out and see how much this model weighs. $541 grams. Definitely on the heavier end of units I've tested. 19.1 ounces. So I'll just quickly explain how I do this in case you haven't watched my reviews before. I do 3 tests and then we take the average of those 3 tests. So first one on the Drawbar Pull. "95 grams, that's really good." Let's take another one. Same thing. Okay. It's 95 grams right across the board. Let's flip the engine around and see what it can do for Drawbar Push. Okay, 90 grams. Same thing, one more time. And 90 grams of push on the drawbar. So just for some comparison, this locomotive is very similar to the Athearn Genesis latest ES40-2, which weighed in at 581 grams and had a drawbar pull of 88 grams. So this thing actually can do a little bit better than the big ES40-2. You gotta hand it to Bowser, that's pretty impressive. Okay, we'll drop back down to track level and have a listen to some more of the sounds and take a look at the lighting features on this model. So here's our list of sound functions. You can pause it here if you want to read through them. I'll also put a link to the Bowser's manual in the video description. But we'll just kind of go down to track level and flip through a few of these different sounds that come with this ESU LokSound decoder. So we already listened to it notching up and down, and one thing that I want to point out that really stands out to me and what I think is awesome is that the way ESU has programmed the decoder, when you put it to notch 1, the locomotive revs up, the air dumps, and then it starts moving. And that is just such a realistic thing, and it's just makes this locomotive so much more realistic. There's too many of them out there where you just turn the dial and they start moving and the sound lags the movement. That's always something that's kind of driven me nuts. So now we'll just go through some of these sounds that the locomotive comes equipped with. So that's most of the sounds it comes with, guys. You gotta hand it to him that put on the handbrake is pretty cool. Alright, let's take a look at the lighting on this model. So the main headlight and number boards are tied together. 6 is the ditch lights. They're all nice. They did a nice job in the lighting, not too overly bright, but not too dim either. And one cool thing is they did actual functional class lights, which is mind-boggling how they got these to work. But what you do is you just, if you just keep pressing function 5, it toggles through the different colors. You have white, green, and red. I know some people are having issues with getting some light bleed through the top in the class lights, but this unit doesn't appear to have that problem. Now, lighting is very well executed on these models. Number boards are a hard thing to get right, to make them not bleed really badly or be really bright. They've done a very nice job with the lighting on this model. So on the rear of the unit, just like the prototype, just a single headlight, and they're directional, so if you put the locomotive in reverse, hit the headlight, the number boards stay on in the front, but the light changes from the front to the rear. Fantastic lighting on this model from Bowser. One thing I would say is if you're going to go all out and do the class lights like this, I'd like to see the step lighting too, like Rapido Trains has done with their F40s, but I mean, I'll take what I can get. This is still very, very nice. Okay guys, that'll wrap up my review and test of this Bowser Trains Executive Line GMD SD40-2. Just to kind of sum it up, in the detail category I give this thing a 9.5 out of 10. Bowser went through extreme lengths to do a ton of road numbers with a bunch of road name specific details. They did ONR, BC Rail, 6 versions of CP SD40-2, which is just phenomenal. DME and an ICE as well. More info will be in the video description, but that's awesome that they're doing so many variations. It's just really, really cool. So for operation and drivetrain category, this thing, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. That's a great puller, especially if you have a couple of these things. There's very few trains you won't be able to pull with these models. Before I tore the layout down, I did test the top speed on these as well as the slow speed, which is fantastic slow speed, as we witnessed when we were having a look at the detail. It's like 0.6 miles per hour, which is absolutely awesome. So yeah, top speed forward of 41 miles per hour, 44 in reverse. That works out well for the way I speed match. If you guys follow my videos, I like that. That's perfect. And slow speed of 0.06 miles per hour, which is just phenomenal. That's a very, very well performing drive chain and decoder combination. So that's why I give this locomotive a 9.5 out of 10 for operation and drivetrain. For weight, I give it a 9 out of 10 because it's so heavy. They packed as much weight in this thing as the ES40 AC, like I was saying. 9 out of 10. Sound, I give it a 9 out of 10. The speaker's good. It's a little bit on the tinny side, but I think I'm going to put some links to West Coast Rail's videos in the video description. And he has an upgrade for these that's just incredible. So you'll have to have a look at that. The sound files themselves are really good. I like that. I just think the speaker could do with a little bit more of the low end to it. And the final category, lighting, I give it a 9 out of 10. The lighting is phenomenal on this thing. I mean, the number boards are perfect. You have 3 working class lights, which is unheard of. And the headlights and the ditch lights are great. There's no light bleed. They're a nice brightness. They look very realistic. My only thing would be, like I said before, if you're going to go all out and put class lights in it, I'd like to see step lights as well. But that's just me. So overall, I give this locomotive a 9.2 out of 10, which is a super high rating. I highly recommend these Bowser engines. You're paying pretty much the same as what the other manufacturers are charging for modern DCC and sound locomotives, and you're getting the quality of like Rapido trains stuff. Like they're awesome. They run awesome. They look awesome. They're super prototypical. Just a great model all around by Bowser. Very well done. Okay, that'll wrap up this review and testing, guys. Don't forget to check the video info. I'm going to put a ton of stuff in there, like MSRP, the date it was announced, released, all the road numbers, all that stuff, and then a little bit more in the breakdown. So have a look at that. There will be a lot of info in there. As always, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.